actually.
You should have...
I need to work out a way to make this easier. Okay. The way I walk around there.
Maybe you could
That's something I can work on.
You could tell me.
I don't want to boss you around like that. You and I are best friends.
That's actually really nice.
Is that nice to say?
It's perfect.
That's actually perfect to say.
It's actually perfect.
That's actually perfect. All right, I'm going to go straight to episode 25.
Is that what we're up to?
So how cool's that?
That's great.
So great.
That's almost 6 months.
The final episode is number 26. It's the final episode next week. I'm making a joke. You're not laughing with me anymore. We used to laugh. Episode 1. God, we laughed.
We did. So much so that my mum said she couldn't listen to it. I laughed too much.
Oh, you're having too much fun.
Yeah.
I hate to see my daughter having fun.
I know. Well,
my only daughter.
She has so
That's really mean
daughters.
to Amy. I'm so sorry.
And Rosie.
And Rosie, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. But she said to my brother.
Yeah.
But then my brother told me. So she didn't say it to my face. She's a coward.
She is a coward.
Simon said
I've
to
said
me,
it to her face.
You
You're
would,
a coward.
You would.
You're a coward.
And he said, Mum tried to listen to your... She listens to all your stuff, but she tried to listen to your work, your Two Drunk Aunties one.
Two Drunk Works.
Two Drunk...
That's when you get the two podcasts confused.
And she said she had to stop because she said you just laughed too much. She couldn't bear it. I was like,
couldn't bear to see you happy.
God.
I couldn't bear to see you happy.
And then I asked her, I said, how do you like my podcast with Sammy, Mum? And she said, oh, I love it.
Oh, I love it. It's like, what do you think of my set tonight? Gee, you look had a good time up there.
You look brave.
God, you look brave. You're courageous. You are so courageous. One time I was doing a gig, and we'll start the actual episode in a second, but I'm having a great time. I started I did a stand-up set. It was like under a tennis court, very nice. And there was a man that owned the place. It was like a cabaret thing under a tennis court in where was it? It was like in like gig you were Carnegie. Doing? No, it was just, I was
you were just there.
I was just there. I was just under the tennis court. I won't go above. I was trying. I'm like a mole digging under the tennis court.
I play differently to you guys.
I'm different. I've always been different. And I was doing a gig and I talked about my facial palsy, of course.
Yeah.
And there was a guy there who owned the venue, and he was the most thespian person I've ever seen in the world. Like he had a big scarf on.
Yes.
And this red velvet like cape on. It was very strange, but he looked incredible. Yeah. He was a very homosexual man. And he stood and he got up and he wasn't part of the stand-up night, but he always went up every week and he would say, when I used to tread the boards, and he used to talk about being in Cats, the musical. And he'd do that for ages, and he was so annoying. And when I talked about my facial palsy, he then sat down across from me, and there was like 6 people in the audience, and he's like sitting looking at me, and he just kept mouthing, "You are so courageous."
I'd vomit.
And just kept telling me how courageous I was the whole show.
Is horrible.
Could not take his eyes off me. Yeah, while I was on.
obsessive.
And then, as I was sitting down as well, like went and sat back and to watch the other comedians because there's not many of us there because everyone, you could hear the tennis match played upstairs. and then everyone else. This is almost as bad as the gig I told you that I had this week.
Yeah.
Which we can probably talk about.
Do you reckon?
I reckon we can. I can tell bits of it, but let's start the episode first.
Okay, all right.
Let's go, girls.
Woo!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties with Bron Lewis and Sammy Petersen. We are both of those people. I'm Sammy Petersen, and I'm your auntie. Is happily divorced and makes terrible comments about her ex-husband, Phil, hopefully dying in his sleep soon.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. He had it coming.
I regret marrying him. It's the worst day of my life. I knew it as I was walking down the aisle. I said, not this one, not him. Well, God, anyone but him. And I did it because everyone was dressed all nice.
I was going to go and turn to his best man and say, "You can take me, Bill, if you want." And he said, "No, we went ahead with the wedding day anyway." My favourite musical, Chicago, because of those sassy women at the start talking about they had it coming, about all the husbands dying.
They did deserve it. So
they did
Phil,
actually.
And he will. And he does go missing. Don't look at me.
His cholesterol's off the
It's huge,
through the roof.
And I'm your drunk auntie who only flies Qantas because she thinks Virgin is a disgusting name for an airline.
Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties. That is absolutely gorgeous. Yes. Now, I did a gig this week. Let me tell you about this. Oh no, let's say I did a gig a very long time ago. Fuck it, whatever. Yeah. I did a gig and it was well done. You got out of it. Well done. You've done it again. Play it again, Sam. And I did a gig. Oh, my God. I had to call you as soon as it was over.
We do that.
We do that. We do that for each other.
Because I love a bad gig story.
You love it.
And I love venting about a bad gig. And you're the same as me, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And we played a little bit of phone tag. And so when you finally heard the story that I was going to tell you, you said to me, holy hell. You didn't say that. You said, holy heck. You didn't say that either. I can't remember what you said. I think you said something about Qantas. You said I had no idea it would be this bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought because you have there's always bad gigs everywhere we look.
Well, you were about to say you always have bad gigs.
No.
Well,
there are bad gigs all the time. Everyone has bad gigs.
That's true.
Come on. Don't be so selfish and greedy.
Hey. Don't take all of the bad gigs.
Oh, my God.
Take one under a tennis court if I can. Is there a basketball court that I can play under?
Underneath. Something about the dribble. No, it's...
Diggs dribble's gone. Hey, Diggs, you like basketball? Why are you dribbling so much? Is this thing on? Just in the dog park, doing a bit of gear.
It was a gig.
It was a gig. That was another gig under the dog park. I only perform under things.
Oh, okay. That's it. And good for you.
Lucky things. Is this thing on? Plug me back in at the back.
You call me after bad gigs,
so
and
cool.
I love to hear it. But this one, Sammy, is the worst one you've
Yeah.
ever told me about. And one time you had a heart attack on the stage.
I know. This one trumps all of that. Basically, what happened was there were quite a few. It wasn't a comedy night. It was very strange. The fact that it wasn't a comedy night. The host was very drunk, and it turned out that there was no. Usually, when you do a comedy night, there's at least someone on before you who warms up the crowd a bit, an MC who might get the crowd on side. There was none of that. There was a little lip syncing that happened before I went on. There was nothing really going on that could have brought me on for that. Then some comments were made that were quite hard comments, really, to have in the room. People felt very uncomfortable about the comments because there was a chat that was happening. Basically, it was kind of like
stage.
a podcast. Yeah, it was kind of like a podcast. And some of the comments that were made at the time really made people feel uncomfortable.
And this was because the host was a bit maggot.
Little bit maggot and just asking questions that shouldn't have been asked, I think, at the time. And at the same time...
And no one saw coming.
No one
was
saw
prepared
coming.
for them.
No one saw coming.
Yes.
And there was also a washing machine on stage and he would wash stuff during the show. So I had to bring...
Sounds very arty, doesn't it?
I had to bring a jumper, had to wash it. On stage during the show.
And you knew it was going to be washed?
I knew it was going to be washed, but I didn't really understand the concept. I kind of wasn't really listening.
Well, I am yet to understand.
I did not understand the concept. I said, "Can I perform under that washing machine? Is it okay?" I don't understand this concept at all. But I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I had to chat after the show as well. So you
on
finished
stage with the maggot host.
So and I got heckled in a room of 10 people about not having facial palsy.
Yeah, tell me more about this heckler because it's insane.
It's insane. So I said, I've got facial palsy. Yeah. No one's saying I'm courageous at this point. Nothing. I can hear a tennis match upstairs though. But yeah, that's all I want. I want to be called courageous.
Well, someone say it.
No one laughing. Just call me courageous. and I'm standing there. I say, I got facial palsy. She goes, I've got a friend who has that. Yeah, my audience member goes, I've got a friend who has that. And I was like, oh, right, okay. And had it. Oh. And I was like, oh, well, that's not facial palsy. And she goes, yeah, it is. And I went, yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I went, no, it's not actually. That's not facial palsy because you have facial palsy. You don't get over facial palsy. And she goes, nah, my friend's got it. And I went,
had it.
Yeah, had it. I went, nah, she didn't. And anyway, you're wrong. And I moved on.
And you're in the middle of your set.
I'm in the middle of my set, right? Okay. It's quite close to the start, actually. Not even the middle. Haven't even told a story. And then she's upset. Yeah. It was like the drunkest auntie of all time, just so upset. And I went, anyway, I'll move on. And then she goes, she did have it. I went, oh, fuck, okay.
Fine, mate.
Are you happy now? Because I'm not. The washing machine's heckling me. And then I have to move on really quick. And she is so upset at me the whole time. And after it, she came up to me and told me how rude it was that I had been making fun of people with facial palsy and I don't have it.
But I don't understand. Like, so this, okay. All right. So, like, she thinks that you have picked, like, a pretty rare thing.
Yeah. And I was talking about it.
And you've gone, I've got it. And these are the...
She goes, nah, my friend used to have it.
But what did her friend look? I wonder what her friend looked like.
Probably just a droopy face. I don't know. really what the friend looked like. She didn't show
But
photos.
the friend didn't have facial palsy. She had
Bell's palsy. She had Bell's palsy, which you can get. One time I remember a friend of mine had Bell's palsy for 3 weeks, my good friend Adrian. Mm-hmm. Well, quite young. I reckon he was like 16 or something. And he said to me, he had Bell's palsy for a few weeks. And he said to me, God, you just feel so self-conscious, dude. Do you ever want to not go outside? Right, so
oh my God,
and then so that happened, and then she said, "Oh no, she had cancer in her face," and so I think also I when she said the facial palsy thing, what was it? It was like the Bell's palsy thing, and I go, "That's different." I just kept saying, "That's different," and she kept going,
things.
"No."
No.
I was like, no, they're different things. They are different things. And the whole thing was horrific. And I had an issue a couple of years ago that I won't talk about on the podcast, but I had an issue that only a few friends know about, really, because it was a legal thing.
And it's a private thing.
It's a private thing.
Yeah,
anyway.
and it's not a funny thing.
Not a funny thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I have the chat and the host brings up this really personal thing.
Yeah.
And the whole room is silent. And then I have to kind of explain my way out of it. But then you don't even end on a high. Like when you finish a gig, you get to walk off. I had a woman that was hating me because I'm pretending to have facial palsy.
Which is actually
really rude to do. And then I also had the host asking me this, and then I just had to leave.
So here's my issue with this, and I was so angry when you told me about it, is...
There's a lot more to the story that I haven't told, but I reckon that's exactly what I can tell.
Exactly, okay, sure. So with stand-up, you give so much of your life.
Yeah.
Like willingly.
Yes.
And you're like, you have to feel like you've processed this thing in your life enough to be able to let people laugh at it.
Yeah.
Which is like, heaps to ask of someone to be like, the audience to be like, what can we laugh about in your life? And you go, well, sometimes I'm not a great mum, and sometimes, my mum's annoying, and sometimes I'm, very unsure about myself and I act like this. And everyone goes, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
So it is already enough that we are doing that. So the fact that you sat down and his host said, you've shared so much. Some of it lies.
Yeah.
But you've shared so much with us. But that's not enough.
Yeah.
These 6 audience members deserve actually some of the most vulnerable moments of your life.
They deserve an explanation.
Yes.
That angry woman does right up the front. She deserves the explanation. Look her in the face and tell her you don't have facial palsy. Why are you lying about it for?
So when you left this gig, you left without your jumper as well, didn't you?
Left without my jumper because it wasn't dry. So I had to leave without my jumper. I won't get that back.
And then when you left, what were you feeling? Like that was...
Well, because I got confronted by the woman again, so then I had to.
You're running out.
Yeah. And then she was shouting out to me as I was leaving, and I wasn't even listening to her. She's just shouting, and I just left. And then I tried to call you on the way back. I also spoke to wonderful Dave Warnocky on the way back as well.
Oh,
so
yes,
I did.
I
was just like, oh my God.
Because I've never heard of a gig that bad. And I love bad gig stories, but I think this is a gig that you will tell about.
Oh my God.
On many a pod.
Many a pod.
Like as the further away you get, the more details will come into it.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's insane. Like from go to woe.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
Oh, absolutely dreadful. And then I see my good friend Bron.
Yeah.
Living my dream, opening for Chelsea Handler.
Living my dream, living your dream. Okay.
A girl can dream.
You can all dream.
I'd love to
there
dream.
was 3,000 people in the Palais.
Oh my.
And it was
probably
amazing.
about 10 at this one.
Oh, it's 10. I
Better
thought there
about
was
10.
6. Okay, so there was more than I thought. So well done.
6 performers.
6 performers. Anyway, but this was it was great because usually when you support, well, I assumed, I haven't done that many support spots, that it was like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This was 20.
Oh my
I got to do 20 minutes.
That's so good. It was just you?
It was really nice. Just me.
Whoa.
Oh, well, then I let Chelsea do some jokes after. But it was...
You call her Chelsea?
CH.
Hey,
she hated it.
Ch. What's up? What's up, Ch?
But it was so good because she was on the project the night before and I used to work at the project.
Yes.
I don't anymore. But at the because joke writers write for Sam Taunton, to like suggestions.
Yeah.
He can take them or leave them, or whatever. Anyway, he took this joke because Margot Robbie's pregnant, and he said a joke after that announcement, and he said, "Oh, well, it looks like she'll have to have a cesarean." And the panel of women were like,
what do you mean?
what? Why?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, because she, have you seen Barbie? She doesn't have a, And they went, oh, okay.
Should never what? Oh, fadge.
Well done.
Fadge.
And the panel were like, oh, like it just landed so badly. Poor Sam, love Sam, poor Sam. And they were like, oh, okay. Anyway, then they were like, okay, so our next act is Chelsea. Like next
Ken might have a bit of trouble giving her sperm as well because he's got no cock. That's a Sam Taunton joke. That's one of his. That's not my gear. That's his. That's a Sammy T joke.
But then Chelsea comes out straight after, sits on the panel, sits down. She's really force.
She's so incredible.
Such a tiny pocket rocket, but she has got a lot of like fury and passion.
Yeah.
In her body. She sits down. She turns to Sam and she says, "What was that joke? That is so bad. I cannot believe you said a joke that bad before you brought a comedian out on. Like, that's so embarrassing."
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like laughing and he handled it very well.
Right.
But I was like, oh, that's so cringe. And she was like, I still can't believe it. And then so when she arrived at the Palais the next night and I saw her, I was like, oh, hi. We had a little chat and I said, oh, I saw you on the project last night. And she stopped in her tracks because she was already walking towards her green room, stopped in her tracks, turned around, looked me dead in the eye and went, what a fucking idiot. And I was like, yeah, look, he's actually a nice guy. It's just a joke. I don't understand why she was
wow.
I don't understand why she was so angry about it.
Yeah.
But thankfully, she watched my set.
Oh, this is cool. It was
really good.
Oh, my God.
It was really nice.
I love that. That. What a fun gig.
It was a great gig. I felt really good. And then I think the next gig I had might have been to far less people.
And you
Maybe
know what?
10.
That's okay. Did Chelsea have a washing machine behind her?
No.
Different support act. Don't understand. Did you perform under the pelly or not? You ready for the first segment?
Yes.
Letter to your aunties.
Oh, good.
My goodness. And we are going to talk soon about a wonderful gig that you and I did together as a podcast. We did a podcast.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah,
great.
Forward sell for people to know about. Oh, that's fun.
They'll be listening.
Oh, God, they'll be listening to this. Now, I have a wonderful, wonderful speak pipe from a wonderful person by the name of Olivia.
Okay.
You ready to hear Olivia's?
Yeah, can I tell you one thing real quick?
I would love to hear one thing. I'd love to hear two things. You got them?
I've only got one.
Give me three. Negotiation.
Olive was born, and this was 10 years ago, my first, and Lucas said to his mother, it's a girl, and we've named her Olive. And Lucas's mum was Polish, and she went, do you mean Olivia? And he said, no, it's just Olive. Yeah. And she was like, I don't understand. I think you're trying to say Olivia. And he was like, no, it's Olive. It's a different name. And she was like, you've
given her an incomplete name. That's embarrassing. Egg on your face.
That is absolutely not a name. She was like trying to make it. She calls her Olivka.
Olivka. Yeah. Can I say that? Is it okay for me to say?
Yeah, you can say it. No, you can say it in that accent too.
Olivka.
Well, not like that.
Not like that. That sounds evil when I said it like that.
I
love that.
It was good.
So good as well.
Yes.
That you had a vagina, unlike Barbie, because she would have had to have a cesarean.
Yeah.
That was from Sam Taunton. All right, you ready for this? This is from Olivia.
Okay, Olivia, what do you got?
What do you got, baby girl?
What are you saying?
Hi, Auntie Sammy. Hi, Auntie Bron. I've just poured myself a beautiful glass of red, and I thought it would be the perfect time to ask you guys for a little bit of life advice. I am looking for a career change. So currently I'm a nanny. I've been a nanny for 10 years now, and my area of expertise, my specialty is twins under 2. So as you can imagine, I am extremely patient and I am extremely organized. In terms of a new job, I'm looking for something that I don't want to do any studying at all. I don't want to go to uni or anything like that.
Fuck yeah.
And I want to start in this profession at least 6 figures, if not more. But I was hoping you guys maybe had some ideas for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
Thanks, Olivia.
I love you, Olivia.
Oh my God,
look,
I love
6 figures. But look, you know what, Olivia? I love that about you.
She's come with a problem.
She's come with a problem, quite the conundrum. Look, I'll be honest, a serious thing. I've never goddamn studied in my life.
What?
I went to high school and I finished most of primary school. That's why I can't talk so good.
So you have So what's
You can say it. I look good.
Marketing?
You can say I look
didn't do
good.
anything like that?
No.
Did you go to TAFE or something?
No.
You did nothing?
Did nothing. I got into...
Did your boss know this? You've tricked everyone.
I've tricked everybody.
What's all this stuff?
What is all this stuff? I got into psychology. I did a few weeks. Not for me, RMIT.
Yeah,
Started
so
and then
boring.
I hit the big time with a comedian by the name of Greg Fleet. I never looked back.
Oh, you quit uni.
I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Yeah.
That's great.
It didn't work out.
Yes, it did.
In a way,
you
it
just
did.
did an amazing gig.
Thank you for saying that. No, I did book that course. That course. That was a course. That's my Cert 4 in stand-up comedy. Which is going quite well, thank you. But I've never studied.
That's great. And look at you.
I've done well for myself.
You've
I've done
done
well for
so
myself.
well.
Boy from Phillip Island done good. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Now, that's not advice. I'm just saying you don't have to study.
You don't have
Olivia.
to study. It's
You don't have
so
to
boring
study.
as well.
You studied.
I went to uni and Christ almighty, it was the most boring 4 years of my life. I went to the bare minimum. I was basically went to the first class and said, how many do I have to come to?
How many? Do you say that? How many, if any? How many, if any?
Yeah, and they said, well, you're supposed to be here every...
and
I
useful
said,
sentences.
Great. I understand that I'm supposed to be here, everyone. But
Say
when
like
will I be punished? Like when will you be like, you can't pass? And they were like, you have to be here for 80%.
Oh, no,
so
thanks.
Worked out how many, and I would like sometimes just go to the start and then just shimmy on out of there.
Shimmy?
It
Always
was
shimmy.
so far away from my house. It was so dull. And I started teaching, so you was constantly surrounded by like PE teachers.
Yuck.
Like whole fleece vests and
They wore them
shorts
to the classes.
Yeah,
of course they did.
wore them.
Dress for the job you want.
Yeah, God.
God, that's why you always have a bright lip on and you have
What's
gorgeous hair. Dress for the job you want. It's goddamn
what's
professional.
What's my job?
Goddamn
then?
beautiful mother.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a wonderful professional comedian. As a woman, your job is woman. Today I've dressed as a woman.
You can get paid handsomely.
You might have seen one before. Quite handsomely.
All right, so Olivia, okay, so she's, okay, let's start with her job. So hard.
So hard.
I have had a singular baby.
Yes.
At a time.
You only have one.
No, I have three, but they all babies.
I've only seen one at a time. You just keep bringing different children in different wigs.
This is one.
This is one. This is Olive, and I go, Olivia?
And I say, yes, correct.
Yes,
Sorry, I mispronounced.
I mispronounced my own child's name.
But twins, especially not her own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I learned? Is that if you have triplets, the government gives you a nanny overnight. Because you
what
can't.
Do you mean? Forever?
I reckon it gives you nanny. So there'll be 3 adults.
Oh, okay, right.
You know, because it's so hard.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So
can you imagine? So I don't know if because doing childcare or something might be up Olivia's. Olivia's in her whatever. I can't even use words. I'd never graduated primary school.
Do you know what she could do? I know. She could like run a daycare centre.
Yeah, but you have to be qualified for that. That's what we're talking about. So what we need you to do. I don't think
so. I've dealt with lots of daycare centre managers.
And they're good. They're always good. Just winked at you. Just winking at you again.
Oh, good. No, there's one lady, so a few ladies I'm like, I don't know if you can read.
I don't know who you are or what you're doing, but you need to get the fuck out of my life. Yeah.
6 figures, very organised,
Yep.
very patient.
Yep.
6 figures, no study. What do we got?
I reckon you could fake some sort of certificate.
Oh, easy.
I studied graphic. I did study. Okay, I did a graphic design course. I did a 6 month.
That's what I thought you did.
No,
okay,
you're
so,
correct.
right.
I actually did do that. I did 6 months at a graphic design course.
No wonder that woman thought you were lying about your facial palsy.
Yeah, I know.
You're a liar.
I'm lying through my goddamn teeth.
You're a liar.
You're going to see half of them because of the palsy.
Well, is it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm putting it on again. I've just got like weights in half of my face. Just put them down before I meet up with anyone. One time you see me out and I haven't got my weights in. Oh, God.
But it is, can I just say this? It is, I think it is mild. So when you talk about your facial palsy on stage, people can't see it.
Sometimes people can't see it.
Well,
I get upset.
I was like, but because the jokes are funny, but
thank you for saying that.
People aren't laughing because they're like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. Because you just have a regular face.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's a regular face. You've got a lovely regular face. Look, I think, Olivia, that you can either fake it till you make it. Go and get a goddamn job that you're not qualified for because I think that's fun. Worst can happen is you get fired. Boo. Don't use them as references.
No one wants a job.
Yeah, no one wants a goddamn job.
She's got wine at home.
She's got wine at home and you're enjoying that. Sit there. Yeah, just actually sit there.
Oh, okay.
Start your own daycare centre.
Online, at home, working from home. She's going to do a working from home thing. She's going to do working from home.
You know a lot about this?
Yes.
Yep.
Working from home.
Yep.
Maybe like a little business.
Oh, a little business. Yep. Childcare? Do you reckon childcare?
Maybe she could
Yep.
start a nanny agency.
This is good.
So she picks nannies, she interviews them, sets them up with the right.
Yeah.
Because
it's like a matchmaking service.
Exactly. Do you know who you'd be great with? Sammy and Diggs.
Sammy and Diggs would love that. You can come and look after Diggs, Olivia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Sammy.
And me, it's the twins. You're good looking after twins. Olivia, I hope that solved your goddamn problem. Whatever it is we said there. I should be so good at that. Write in and tell us what's going on. God. Dear Drunk Aunties, thank you for being available to offer sage/ridiculous/absurd, well-considered advice. Many years ago, I bought 3 lovely matching wine glass sets: red wine, white wine, and champagne flutes. We're certainly interested.
Very nice.
They're gorgeous with a sweet gold rim. I should be so lucky. Something like that. I don't know. I'm working on it. Sweet gold rim. I think sweet, like it's sweet.
Okay,
yeah, not
nice.
It doesn't say sweet when you lick them.
You need to wash them, mate.
Lucky rim. Again, something like that. I bought them for the glory box. I've only heard of the whole. Something I don't know.
Glory
when
box.
I was 18,
I used to have one of those.
You had a glory box?
Yes, I did.
Did it have a hole in it at all?
That's actually so rude. My
I'm
nan
so
made
sorry
it
for
for
that.
me.
Well, we don't know what Nan got up to. 2 years before I developed an allergy.
Oh my God, she's actually died. So.
2 years.
She's died.
2 years before I developed an allergy to alcohol, and so they rarely get used. Send them to us. It's time now to cull the absurd amount of nonsense I have in my kitchen. If I were to keep just one set for entertaining purposes, which set is the most acceptable to serve all kinds of wine in, please? Lots of love from Bron, who has also been called Brown, Born, and even a boss called her Neon, when his phone autocorrected her name in the past.
I've had that. That's so good.
That.
That's good on you, Brown.
Good on you, Brown, or Neon.
Good on you, Brown.
Or Born.
Oh, that's very sad. A brown without a wine. That's really sad.
I know.
Isn't it?
Sorry.
Okay, well, she has to just keep the
red ones, because more.
Yeah, more. And you look generous.
Yeah, and you can't pour red wine in champagne flutes. You look like a psychopath.
I watched a man drink a red wine out of a champagne flute.
Was it me at your place a few weeks ago when I got trashed?
No. Oh. You're fine. You weren't even trashed. I didn't even serve champagne flutes. Chucked them in the bin before you came. And it was, and as he was drinking it, I was like, what an embarrassing, like he has to leave.
Yep.
Like everyone is, because it doesn't
Everyone hates you here.
Well, everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. How desperate are you for that wine? Pour it into a shoe. Do a shoey at least.
Do a shoey at least.
Yeah.
If you must.
Champagne flutes gone.
Yep. Get the big red wine ones.
Yeah. And send the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have them. We've got Jans. We've got heaps of Jans.
Yeah. Do we?
We got 2 bottles.
We do have 2 bottles.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that soon.
Let's talk about that soon. If you have a listener letter you got, it sounds so interesting. Some of our stories. We'll tell that soon. We'll tell that. Save that wonderful story about having 2 bottles of Jans for another time. If you have a listener letter, why don't you write into deardrunkaunties@gmail.com, or if you'd rather leave a voice memo, there is a SpeakPipe link below, which is a word I just made up, speakpipe.com/drunkaunties. You ready for the next segment? Live, laugh, love.
God, this episode's going forever.
It is going for a long time. I do apologise for that.
No, don't
fun.
say sorry to me.
I'm not saying sorry. I'm saying sorry to the listener.
Oh,
listener.
okay.
And I'll use that correct terminology. Listener. What kind of murderer has moral fibre? A serial killer.
Oh, okay.
What's brown and sticky? A stick. That's a popular one. I don't know why I sounded so deflated when I read that. I'm gonna really give that a bit of what's brown and sticky? A stick. Or Bron after a good time.
Hey. Yucky.
What comes after 69? Mouthwash. It's kind of, I don't know, something there.
But also how rude to watch something. Like you just did a very,
that.
very intimate thing with someone and then watching them run
Gargle.
to the bathroom.
Listerine. I don't have enough. There's never enough. I've had your bits in my mouth still. What are the 3 shortest words in the English language? Is it in? How do you get a nun pregnant? You have sex with her. I think that's actually quite good. Why does it take 1 million sperm to fertilise 1 egg? You'll like this one. It's feminist. Because they won't stop asking for directions. They won't stop to ask for directions. I don't know. Bloody hell. Dear NASA, your mom thought I was big enough from Pluto. What does the sign on an out-of-business brothel say? Beat it. We're closed.
That's all right. That's good.
Leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review. Why don't you watch us on YouTube.com? Share this goddamn podcast with a friend because we'd love to goddamn hear from you, actually, sweeties.
We'd actually love it.
And you know what? We met some wonderful chooks out and about on the town recently, and we had a wonderful time out and about. Send us an email, chooks. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
deardrunkaunties@gmail.com.
Yes. Beautiful.
Hey, you ready for the next segment?
Are you ready?
Spooky. I'm never ready. Check it!
Great. Okay, there's lots of dialogue in this one, so you have to enjoy it.
I'm enjoying it. You have to enjoy this one.
You have to.
Should have said that before my joke segment. You have to enjoy this one.
A shift in perspective.
Ooh, this is quite nice. I like this.
Okay. 3 weeks away on a work trip, and I'm bloody exhausted.
You would be, but that's a long time.
Rome, Tokyo, Scunthorpe.
I know where that is. You following a lovely family around looking after the twins, Olivia? Or Olive?
Whirlwinds of conferences and terrible sandwiches, all lasting about a month. The sandwiches.
Traditional point sandwiches, I imagine. Quite nice. Yeah, egg. Just egg. Just egg. Quite nice.
Your sandwiches.
Tokyo.
It's
Tokyo. Just an egg sandwich, thanks, mate.
It'll take forever. It's July now, and although he hasn't said as much, my marriage is feeling the strain.
Oh no.
What's wrong? The sandwiches?
What's wrong? This is the sandwiches?
Still, at least I got to go to Scunthorpe.
Is that the number one place? Okay. All of that.
Must be really nice.
Must be lovely.
I'm home, I shout, lugging my smart car-sized suitcase over.
Car size? Leave it in the garage. It's that big. Does that carry on? No. Size of a car. You'd fly Qantas, for sure. Not a Virgin, I've travelled before.
Over the front step. Kath, wait, don't come in. I'm not surprised. Sighing, I haul my case upstairs. She's so strong.
Oh, come on, big boy. I want you at least 2 times before he gets home. What's that from? Love Actually.
Oh, yes.
I can do other impressions.
And I fling open the bedroom door. Greg's on the bed, fully clothed.
Okay.
And the person trying to hide in the wardrobe is me.
You?
Me.
Bron?
No.
Oh.
It's Kath. It's Kath. Well, me if I had perfect makeup and salon fresh hair. I yank me out of the wardrobe and turn towards my husband. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
That's good.
It happens twice.
Oh.
My voice is lighter than mine. Mocking. I elbow me in the head.
I don't think you need to explain this more. It's going. It makes total sense to me.
Well, she's not a clone. I don't know who's talking.
No, that's sure.
Okay, wait. This is Kath now.
Tim Winton novel.
Get fucked. How much was I? My voice rises. You know I resent you spending my hard-earned money on shit like this, Greg.
Shit like this? She's looking at herself.
Herself, but a nicer version.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
She's not a clone. She's a shapeshifter. Are you scared?
I'm a little scared. Where's she? Flubber or something?
I gawp at him. When was the last time you gawped?
Yesterday.
Yeah, good. I miss you so much, so I paid this shapeshifter to be you, to talk. That's all. I pin.
Get in the cupboard.
I pin me against the wall. Go on then, shapeshift back. No. Ah! My
Quite nice.
eyes widen. Oh, okay. So it's just at my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
My eyes widen.
This is a different one.
This is a good one.
To. My eyes widened, and I noticed how even our crow's feet match. You won't like it, I say, and shift. Where? What do you mean?
She's holding shift on a keyboard.
The eyes warp and snap back, skin blurs. Suddenly the person whose throat pulses beneath my forearm is...
A clone of him.
Jasper.
I didn't know it was Jasper. I would not have guessed Jasper. I didn't know it was even in this story. Till now.
Jasper? Please, my friend begs. Help me. Your husband is crazy.
Oh, no.
I know. Seriously. He kidnapped me and made me pretend to be you for weeks.
Oh, he's Jasper's the shapeshifter.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
I'm following it more than you.
Did you? No, but you're not getting the gravity of the situation. Your husband has been keeping me captive and making me pretend to be you.
He's having sex with you,
I
Jasper.
feel like she did know that. Though.
Yeah, I
like,
think she
why
might
do you
have,
have to spell it out? I let go. This is...
Too much at the moment. I actually can't deal with this at the moment. I'm quite stressed. I'm going to go to my room.
No, she's actually better. There's better things than that.
Right.
She says, this is weird.
I agree.
Jasper snorts. Weird for you? We look at my husband.
He's fucking me. As you. Weird for you, is it? Weird for you.
I'm kidnapped. We look at my husband. Greg? I ask, is this true?
Awkward turtle. That's what I was saying if I was Jasper. Awkward turtle moment.
He doesn't reply, staring at Jasper through narrowed eyes. He never liked Jasper. So I think he did,
I think
big.
he liked him quite a lot.
Yeah. But
Very
against
nice.
my better judgment, I'm flattered.
Oh, I didn't think that would be the thing that you would feel.
Of all the people to shapeshift into, my husband chose me.
Oh, God, you know what? He's a good guy.
He's actually pretty great.
He's actually a good guy.
It's really nice. And I need a nap. Look, Jasper, I say, go home. Greg and I need to nap.
After that,
And just go home.
God.
I know he committed a heinous
Yeah.
crime by kidnapping you and
But you need to go
turning
home,
you into
Jasper.
me. But you actually need to go because we
You
have
need
to
to go home.
We have to have a sleep.
I'm pretty sleepy right now. Just lug this massive car up the stairs. I know you're not tired, Jasper. Coked out of your eyeballs.
Take your chains off
Take
and
your
get
chains off.
out. But something's not adding up.
Something, only one.
Greg kidnapped you. You're flouncing around in my semi, not hogtied. I don't know.
I think Jasper's got the semi.
In a lead line bunker. A lead line bunker. Lead. Get out. As Jasper leaves, I don't understand anything that happened there. As Jasper leaves, Greg snakes his arms around me.
Right.
Sorry, Kath. He says, I love you.
I love his confidence.
Tea, please, I say.
Oh.
But I smile.
Tea, please, but I smile. Right. You don't usually smile when you say that.
Yep.
I've got to take the marbles out of my mouth and go, tea, please. Smile, put them back in. It's showbiz, baby. You gotta keep up the showbiz lifestyle. Of this face. That's the moneymaker.
It's only later that night. We're almost at the end. It's only later that night, wide awake thanks to the nap, when pieces start.
Thanks, Nap. I smiled and said, thanks, Nap.
When pieces start to fall into place. How long did it take me to shift into Jasper? See, no one knows anything.
Not sure.
5 seconds most.
Right.
And how quickly could I, with that huge suitcase, get up a flight of stairs? Most pressingly, how the hell did these 3 long strawberry blonde hairs end up on my pillowcase? I stare at my sleeping Greg and suddenly feel very, very murderous. Oh no. That motherfucker. End scene.
So where are the strawberry... Does Jasper have strawberry hairs?
Who is Jasper? But I read this story today and I was like, this is maybe one of
The scariest.
the scariest I've read.
Yeah, that's spooky.
I read it and I thought, you know what? I understand it.
I get it. I get it. No further explanation needed. I get it.
I get it.
I get it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I'm at book club just going, yeah, so, those strawberry hairs. That was the real twist. Did everyone get that? Did everyone get the red-haired twist?
God,
Oh, that was a twist.
Good. I actually suspected it was coming.
I saw
when
the
it
red
happened,
hair.
I was like, oh, well done.
Because then the red hairs and because Greg was napping. Right, after they had their tea. They had the tea first.
The car suitcase.
I really like that one, bro. No, for the next segment, would you rather?
Yeah.
Bron Lewis, each week we ask the question, would you rather? Would you rather do every gig standing on your head, or would you rather do every gig with your pants around your ankles?
Okay.
It's a funny visual.
I would have to say I would do every gig with my pants around my ankles.
I love that. I would do the same thing.
Because it's funny.
Because you get the blood rush to your head. It would be awful.
And and you can't talk probably. They have to move the mic.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And you just address at the start, go, oh, my pants are down. Ha. Then it's next.
What about this one?
Yep.
Would you rather only be able to eat with your hands behind your back or have a squirty bum for the rest of your life? That's kind of bad digs, that
I'd
one,
do
because he's got
squirty bum.
squirty bum all the time.
Does he?
Yeah, he's always going to, when he has an upset stomach, if he eats something different on his walk or something other than his gorgeous dry food, then he gets a bit of squirty
and
bum
he
for a
always
few
eats
days.
stuff.
He always eats stuff. He's always fond of sandwich.
Oh, squirty bum. Because you just carry on with life.
Carry on with life.
Yeah. I mean, messily.
In a different way.
Doesn't matter. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Would you rather sing the national anthem at the grand final?
Yes.
Okay. And there's if it doesn't go very well, it will be shared forever.
Okay.
Or have a meltdown on Ready Steady Cook.
Meltdown on Ready Steady Cook.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Imagine the little clip for TikTok you get. Meltdown on Ready Steady Cook. Yeah. And I say some slurs.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't know why I'm adding to
you're
it.
like, that's it!
That's it. I'm done. I'm cooked. That's what I say. I'm cooked. Give me that green pepper.
I know what I'm doing. If you could all get out of my way. Stop the timer.
Stop the time. I'm going to time out over here. I don't even know who hosts that. I don't even know. I think it was
still
Colin
on?
Lane for a bit.
Oh, it was.
I think it was Colin Lane.
Yeah, and he did a great job.
Lane on Woodley. Oh. It's an Australian comedy group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather offer parenting advice at a mother's group?
What, I just walk in and do it?
You just walk in.
Amazing.
And there's all these like
And they
strung
go,
out
that's a guy from
mums.
Ready Steady Cook. Yeah, they left it in. They didn't
Really,
beep anything. He was
these-
awful.
All these strung out mums with like screaming babies who are like, please.
Olivia's there though. She's looking after
She's
a few.
fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. It would be way different.
Yeah.
Offer parenting advice at a mother's group as yourself,
Yeah.
a childless man.
Yeah.
Or have both of your legs broken. Now, you will recover from your legs being broken, but I do not know if you would survive the mother's group.
Well, I think both my legs would be broken from the mother's group, so I would probably go with the broken legs.
Okay, great.
And get out on a high. You ready for the final segment today? Bron Lewis, Brown Life Hack Time.
Okay, ready?
Kick it! There's no theme for that, but I thought it would be fun.
So you know how confidence is the key to success.
Always.
Just fake it till you make a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Just always say you can do something, even when you're you're not entirely sure.
Listen
okay?
up, Olivia.
Just say it.
Listen to this bit.
Yes.
I can do this.
You just say you
I
can
think
do
I can.
it.
I think I can. I think I can.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
Barack Obama.
is that what it says on the hat?
Yep.
Good. I could a 3-tiered wedding cake for your niece, Ainsley. Sure, babe.
Ainsley Harriet.
Easy.
Yep.
Someone needs a doctor on a plane because someone's having a heart attack. I'm your girl.
I'll deal with that.
Oh, that's fine. I'll do it. Yes, me.
I'm your girl.
Do you mean me?
Sorry, I'll just crawl over there because I got 2 broken legs from this fucking mother's group, but I'm over there.
Or someone needs you to do an Indian accent. Of course.
Easily, always, without even asking. Yes.
Everything's possible
Yes.
if you believe in yourself.
Apuna Hasuma Peter Pedalon is here. Let's just say that. No Hasuma Peter Pedersen. I'll work on it. Oh, actually, Siri, write that down. That's a good idea for comedy.
So that's my life hack. Just pretend you know how to do it.
Shit, I love it.
And also, drunk aunties do that.
They do
the
that.
best.
They do that.
They know everything. They know
don't
how
shy
to
away.
do everything.
Every single goddamn thing. Brown Lewis, what a goddamn pleasure it was
Oh
to
my
see you today. Hey, why don't you leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review, share this with a goddamn friend. We're going to see you Friday, but I tell you what right now.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch us on goddamn YouTube? Because we look absolutely stunning today.
Thank you.
Bron's got a lip on.
Julie Morris gave me this shirt.
J-Mo.
Yeah. She gave it to me.
God, she's cool. I love
She's
J-Mo.
so cool.
I love J-Mo.
Yeah.
She's a very cool person and a very good comedian.
Yeah.
Like, she's really so bloody good, and I wish she'd do more comedy.
You should tell her that.
I should tell her.
You should tell more women what to do.
Hey, Siri, call J-Mo and the Mother's Group. I've got some more feedback. Anyway, we'll see you next week.
Woo!
Let's go, girls.